Once upon a time, in a small town surrounded by dense forests, there stood an old, abandoned mansion. Locals whispered tales of its dark history, passing down stories of tragedy and mystery from one generation to the next. Many believed it to be cursed, and no one dared to venture near it after sundown. One fateful night, a group of curious teenagers decided to challenge their fears and explore the haunted mansion. Adam, Sarah, Emma, and Mark gathered at the town's outskirts, armed with flashlights and nervous anticipation. They had heard the stories and felt the adrenaline pumping through their veins as they approached the eerie structure. Creaking open the rusty front door, the group stepped into a world frozen in time. Cobwebs adorned the ceilings, and the air was heavy with dust. The once grand entrance hall lay in ruins, with faded wallpaper peeling off the walls and broken furniture scattered across the floor. As they cautiously made their way through the mansion, a sense of unease settled over them. Whispers seemed to echo from the shadows, and the sound of footsteps followed them, though they were alone. Each room they entered revealed more clues to the mansion's sinister past, heightening the tension. In the dim light, Sarah noticed a peculiar painting hanging crookedly on one wall. The image depicted a family, their faces twisted in anguish, as if captured in a moment of sheer terror. The longer they stared at the painting, the more it seemed to come alive, the figures contorting and writhing before their eyes. Heart-pounding, Adam suggested they move on, eager to escape the haunting sight. The group entered a narrow hallway, lined with decrepit portraits. The eyes in the paintings seemed to follow their every move, their gazes piercing through their souls. A cold breeze swept through the corridor, extinguishing their flashlights, leaving them in utter darkness. Panic surged through their veins as they fumbled to relight their flashlights. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence, echoing through the mansion. It was Emma, who had stumbled upon a hidden chamber beneath a rotting floorboard. The group rushed to her aid, only to find her frozen in terror, her eyes locked on something beyond their line of sight. Their trembling hands slowly illuminated the hidden room, revealing a ghastly sight. The walls were covered in eerie symbols and arcane writings, seemingly etched in blood. In the center of the room, a decrepit altar stood, adorned with half-burned candles and strange artifacts. Before they could comprehend the horror before them, the room began to shake violently. The floor cracked beneath their feet, and a haunting, otherworldly voice filled the air.
"You have awakened the darkness within,"
it whispered, chilling them to their very core. Driven by sheer terror, the group raced to escape the crumbling mansion. The walls groaned and shifted as they desperately made their way through the labyrinthine corridors. As they reached the exit, the mansion let out one final, thunderous roar, collapsing in on itself, consuming the secrets it held within. The four friends stumbled out into the moonlit night, shaken and changed forever. They vowed never to speak of their harrowing experience, fearing that the darkness they had disturbed still lingered, waiting to ensnare anyone foolish enough to venture near the remnants of the haunted mansion. And so, the old mansion stood, a crumbling testament to the horrors that lie hidden beneath the surface, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can awaken when curiosity treads where it should not. The scary stories are over for today. Sleep well, my friend. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the new scary night stories.